In Macbeth, this element of tragedy is first presented when the witches announce their prophecy.
All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis!
All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor!
All hail, Macbeth, who shall be king hereafter.
The witches' prophecy present Macbeth with his ideal life, but in doing so, the human nature of Macbeth is questioned, as he must now decide whether he should wait and see if he ascends to the throne naturally, or if he should take matters into his own hand, revealing the aforementioned reality that people are unruly. The next element is that the possibility of greatness and the potential for fulfillment always exist. In Macbeth, this is the possibility of him becoming the King of Scotland and acquiring power and greatness. This factor of tragedies usually leads to the next element, which is that there is a full and serious examination of the disruptive effects of man's behavior. This feature of tragedies is presented when Lady Macbeth finds out about the prophecy and begins to display cruel behavior, and subsequently convinces Macbeth that the only option is to kill his way to the throne. The fourth and most prominent element of tragedies is the tragic hero. In all tragedies, the protagonist usually starts off as a normal and just person. For example, at the start of the play, Macbeth is described as a loyal and valiant Scottish nobleman. However, the protagonist develops hamartia, a fatal flaw that ultimately leads to their tragic downfall. Usually, the tragic hero commits a crime or a mistake because of their fatal flaw. The nature of the crime and flaw normally revolve around hubris, excessive pride, or self-confidence. Macbeth's fatal flaw is his greed and ambition. His hunger for power leads him to murder King Duncan, among others, in order to steal the throne. The protagonists of tragedies usually gradually begin to understand their mistake as their world crumbles around them, and they realize how far gone they've become. In Macbeth, this would be when he declares his famous tomorrow soliloquy. Realizing the fleetingness of life, Macbeth exclaims,
"Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools their way to dusty death. Out, brief candle.